this is Mama Mo and welcome to Kusina ni MonCesCa. Today we're going to make papaya achara. And here are the ingredients we will need. Green papayas. Make sure when you buy this in the grocery that you select green papayas. Regular papayas, even if they're green, will not do for this recipe. Okay, these are firm. And 1 red bell pepper, about 2 carrots, 110 grams of ginger, and a whole bunch of onions. These are shallots, and also some pepper, and this will be suited to your taste. Aside from that, we'll also need some vinegar. I use Filipino vinegar, but you can use any other kind of vinegar, as well as sugar, just regular white sugar, and salt for the papayas later on. This recipe will make about 6 medium-sized bottles, and you can use mason jars or any other bottles that you have at home. Okay? For the other things that you will need, your chopping board, a knife, and this is a Filipino grater. You can also use a tool to julienne your vegetables or just cut them thinly with your knife, and of course a peeler to peel the carrot. I will post the measurements of all these ingredients later on, but to start off, the papayas are about 2 kilos, and we will just slice them in half. So what we do with the papayas is to grate them. Okay, so this is what the green papaya looks like inside. See, it's actually whitish, which is what we're looking for to make it like a good kind of achara. So I'm going to spoon out all the seeds. Okay, so it takes a lot of muscle power to do this. So as you can see, those 2 papayas have given us about a big bowl full of grated papaya. And this is how far I grated each of the halves. So we're done with the grated papaya. It's about a bowl full, and we are going to add salt. Make sure you use coarse salt instead of iodized or fine salt, because fine salt will stick to the papaya and make it very salty. So you just sprinkle it on and mix with your hands. I washed my hands. So here we are, just mixing it up. And after this is all mixed up, we're going to set it aside for about an hour. Okay, so the next ingredient we're going to work on are the carrots. I had 2 carrots here, and we are going to first peel them and then slice them thinly. Here's the kitchen gadget that can julienne your carrots, or you can also use this for the green papaya if you like. Okay, so go ahead and peel the carrots. And I'm using the peeler. I peel away from myself. I don't know how you guys peel your carrots. Let me know. You can comment and tell me if there's a better way of peeling carrots. Sometimes I use a knife, the paring knife, to peel them, but this time I'm using our peeler. Okay, so I peeled the carrots, and I'm now going to use this kitchen gadget to julienne them slowly. Make sure when you use kitchen gadgets You are careful because you can also hurt yourself and get your finger caught in that thing. Yeah, it also comes with this, but right now the carrot is big enough for me to hold it without getting cut. Okay, so we do that to both the carrots, and just to show you how it looks, there it is. I wanted to show you how to add some food art to the achara. So with the carrot, I'm making a flower. So what you do is slice diagonally on the side of the carrot and then peel it off. So just slice it at an angle, and then do it again, then just peel it off. Okay, so that's how it looks, and when you slice it, now you have little flowers. The next thing we're going to do is slice this red pepper. So I'm only using one big bell pepper. If you think you had purchased a small one, then you can, I guess, use two. So really it all depends on you. I'll just give you a general idea of what size pepper or how many you're going to use. So you take out this portion with the seed. Last summer, what I did was dry the seeds from our bell pepper and planted them. Because of the pandemic, I wasn't able to buy seeds at Home Depot. So they actually grew. Although I planted them too late, so even if the plant grew, I wasn't able to collect any bell peppers from it. So I'm going to start early this year. Anyway, I digress. We go back to making strips out of the bell pepper. So you can use like a smaller knife just to cut them very thinly. Can you see? So just strips and cutting them thinly, like so. Okay, so I'll do this to both halves of the pepper and then set them aside as well. Okay, so here's our piece of ginger. I think I mentioned it's about 110 grams. So again, that's just a general idea of how much you're going to use with this much ingredients. And we got a tip from one of the TV cooks, Ming. And to peel the ginger, you just use a spoon and swipe away from yourself, and then so it works. So here's the 1/2 of the peeled ginger. I'm going to use the whole of it. Just wanted to show you how to slice this. So I just slice them thinly. So go all the way, and showing you. So after I've sliced that, again I go in and slice them like this. So as thin as you can go. So everything for this recipe is thinly sliced. Okay, so let me just show you how it looks. So this is how the thin slices of ginger are. The next thing we're going to prepare are the onions. These are shallots, and I also have like a red onion here. Doesn't really matter what you use. So basically we just slice them You don't need to slice this into long strips. Okay, so slice that, take out the peel. And I am lucky because I use contact lenses, so when I slice onions, I don't really tear up. So that's a bonus. Okay. So these shallots usually have a stronger taste, which is why we prefer using this or the red onions. Here's the green papaya that has been in the salt for an hour. So now we're going to wash out the salt. I'm putting it in this colander. There you go. So now we're going to wash it. I'm just using my hands to make sure that there's no more salt. Then I squeeze the water out and put it back in the bowl. So do this for the entire amount of the papaya. Okay, there we go. The papaya has been squeezed really well to take out the water, so you can do it once or twice. And then now we're just going to mix everything in. Now I have mixed up everything in the bowl. I did use my hands just to make sure that the papaya that has clumped together has been separated. So now we are going to make 3 kinds of achara. One would be just regular, which means it doesn't have any of the pepper. And another bottle I'm going to make into medium spicy, and the third one into very spicy. Now these mason jars are about 2 cups in size, so depending on that, if you're using larger bottles, then I guess you increase how many peppers you want. So just slice off the Thai bird's eye chili because we don't have the Filipino siling labuyo, which is really spicy, but this will do. Okay, so we just slice this into little bits and put them in the bottom of the bottle, and that would include the seeds. If you don't want to hold the pepper because you might accidentally touch your eyes, then you can also just cut them into the bottle. So I can do that for the next one, like this. So let me know if you are into spicy food or just prefer to use regular achara. But yes, this is really good with pork inihaw, which is barbecued pork belly, and also with dried or fried fish. And the spiciness does make you eat more rice. So here we go. It's done. So here I'm spooning in the 1 chili for the medium spicy version of the achara. So I didn't touch it with my hands. Okay, so now we're ready to pack in the achara mix. So I use tongs and just fill it up tightly. So this is the one that's regular, no chili included. And just for design, I'm just putting the flowers on the side. Okay, so we're predicting that this will make about 6 bottles of this size, which is 2 cups. So I'm packing it down. And then later on, we're going to add the pickling solution of vinegar and sugar. We're ready now to do the pickling solution. So the ratio is 2 vinegar and 1 sugar. So I'm making 2 cups of vinegar. Okay. And 1 cup of white sugar. Let's add a little more. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to mix everything and put it to boil. So the vinegar and sugar are now in the pot and I'm stirring it. We're waiting for the vinegar to boil and melt the sugar. The vinegar has started to boil and this is what we're looking for. So once your mixture is boiling up like this, you can turn off the heat. You take off the vinegar from the stove, you can pour the pickling mixture directly into your ingredients. Okay, so for a bottle, just wanted to show you that's how much of the pickling solution I put in, just enough to cover what's inside. Okay, so continue doing it for the rest of the bottles, and if you run out of the pickling solution, you can just make more. Remember, the ratio is 2 vinegar to 1 sugar. And with all the veggies that we had grated and sliced, I was able to make 3 bottles with a 2 cup measurement and 2 of the larger bottles, which I think has about 3 cups in them. After 2 hours, the bottles have now cooled, so I'm going to put on the lids and give it a shake. That's it. So we have 2 big bottles and 3 small ones, and this is a special one that will be gifted. All bottles will be in the fridge for 2 to 3 days before they can be consumed. That's all for today.